Hello everyone, this is Chelsea Perry. I am a clinical hypnotherapist and past life regression specialist, as well as a QHHT Level 2 practitioner. So this session that I'm bringing you today is a really interesting topic that I want to talk about. It isn't something that is too widely talked about in the QHHT community, and that is getting to the higher self. I know it's a very interesting topic in the sense of there's a lot of people who talk about not being able to get to their higher selves. However, when it comes to practitioners, it tends to be a kind of a taboo subject because obviously, there's only so much we can do. However, I know that through the years that I have practiced past life regression and now QHHT, I have found that there tends to be some different things that you can do to assist when you can't get to the higher self. And I wanted to use this session because it's the perfect example. So this client, this lady, is another practitioner as well, but she comes as a client, and getting to the higher self, she didn't think she'd be able to because she has not been able to before. And so I know through the years I have found ways around that to some extent and reasons for it. There's always a reason for not being able to get to the higher self. And I know this has come up for clients, and I know this has come up for other practitioners. So I wanted to cover it because I feel like it needs to be talked about more, and ways that you can do things to fix this issue with getting to the higher self. So you will notice that during this session, it progresses normally, as it should. And as it progresses, when we get to the higher self does not come through. It's that block that some people talk about running into. And so I find a way to reroute her back to getting her into a place where she's comfortable, where that immediate mind coming through doesn't filter through so much. And then you'll find that we get to the guides, and this is one of the ways that you can find a way around getting information. One, for those who are practitioners and looking for ways to assist, but two, in helping clients who have questions and want information. This is one of those ways that you can get around not necessarily getting access to the higher self. The guides talk about why she can't reach the higher self, at least not during this session, and what she can do to fix it. But it's fascinating because we also bring through a new guide who assists her in this next leg of her journey. And so you find that there are many ways to deal with sessions when it comes to the higher self. It's not always a cut and dry process, and sometimes they do end up looking like this. And it's just one of those things that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but I teach on all the time about getting to the higher self, about the blocks that sometimes are in place. Sometimes there are blocks. Sometimes there's something outside of us, in a sense, so to say, that I've seen come up, and sometimes there are ways around it, such as this, that you can allow them to still get information and get all of their questions answered and still get all of the things they were looking for. And I will tell you that post-session with this client, I leave a little snippet of our session afterwards because I had left the recorder running because I had wondered what her reaction was going to be. Because for this session, it went way longer than your typical session goes. So most of the time, QHHT sessions last about 2 hours. This one lasted a total of 3 hours, and that is partially because we had to work around the higher self's access to still get the answers that we wanted for this session. And the client was still comfortable. She was still very easy in where she was at, and so we took that extra time. Her shock was so fun to witness and how long the session had gone, and so I just shared that little bit of that private moment with you. But there is a lot of information that is cut out of this session, so you will see that it is not 3 hours long. I did cut out a lot of personal information, but I just wanted to include this session to assist people to see that there are many ways around the higher self access, and you can still get answers. You can still get all of the things you're looking for. And sometimes you even understand why you're not getting access to the higher self, because there are many people during this awakening process that are learning to build their own connection. And I do see this not often, but I am seeing it in people who are kind of similar to me in that manner of learning. Part of their journey is learning to connect to their higher self and reaching for it in a way that isn't necessarily automatic. So it's not that you can't have access to the higher self, and it's not that you still can't get answers, but some people are ready to take that step in their journey of connecting with their higher selves in their own way. And there are so many ways to do this. So hopefully I'll make another video on this one day where I can talk about all of the different ways I've learned to connect to the higher self. I do have the video series that we're working on, Conversations with the Higher Self. The weather did put in a wrench in our getting our video recording done, so we are still trying to coordinate to get the next sessions done for Conversations with the Higher Self. So as this session goes, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn a little bit about ways to get information, to still get things answered, and enjoy the unfolding of this process. So I hope you enjoy it. I want you to tell me the very first thing that you see. What do you notice?
Feel like I'm looking up into more clouds. I'm think I'm on the ground, looking up at clouds. The sky is real blue.
And what else do you notice?
I think the land around me is hills.
And when you look down at your feet, what do you notice?
Don't really see them, but I feel like they have deer skin on them.
So it feels comfortable?
Yes.
And when you look at your hands, what do you notice? Do they look young or old?
Earlier middle age.
And do they look male or female?
Male.
And what does it feel like you're wearing as you're laying here?
feels like it's sewn with intent. My legs are covered. I think also with skins.
And what intent was there, do you feel?
It's nice. It's like it's maybe a little special for some reason.
And are you wearing anything on your head?
I think my hair it's long, it's black. I think feathers. Maybe a bead or some kind of ornament in my hair. I think I'm going to marry. This.
Go ahead.
This is the clothing for the ceremony. There's beads on the skin, and it's long down the arms. It feels Native American.
And are you excited or nervous or something else?
The clothing's nice, but it kind of doesn't feel exciting. It kind of just feels expected.
And how do you feel about that?
I'm just gonna do it anyways.
And you're ready for that?
Yeah, but I don't think I know who I'm marrying.
Well, what do you decide to do next?
I gotta go back, I think, and get ready.
And were you taking some time to yourself here?
Yes.
Did you do what you wanted to do?
Kind of. Just get away, be in nature. things are going to change, but I'm not sure how.
Well, as you decide to go back, tell me what you notice.
I'm coming out of the trees. I'm going towards other teepees. Kind of feels like this was put together a little fast. It doesn't feel like a huge celebration. It just seems maybe it's part of some kind of agreement between tribes. I don't know who I'm marrying.
Is the other tribe there?
It doesn't seem big, like they came in as a bit of a small party. It feels more like trading. It's some kind of agreement.
So what are you doing now that you're back?
I have to go up to the elders' tents, teepees, I think.
And what do you find there?
It feels like important elders from this place, which is my place. The young woman, not too young, is being brought in.
And what do you think when she's brought in?
She looks okay. It looks like her family has dressed her very well. She's not a real young girl, but she's young. I think it's an important union. She feels a bit more important than me, but there's not a lot around, not a lot of ceremony, like just enough.
And why does she feel more important than you?
Her people that she's with are dressed very nicely. So is she. It seems like she has respect. She's not just a regular squaw.
And does she look at you?
Yes.
And what do you notice when you look at each other?
She's okay with me. I look all right. We don't know each other. This is arranged. But she's not. She doesn't look disappointed. I'm not disappointed with her. She's just older than normal.
And why is that?
She has some kind of importance.
Do you normally marry younger?
I think I would have preferred younger.
And so what is happening now?
I think it's something about her bloodline. I think that she's gifted. I don't think we have that in our village anymore. It's like my village feels a little sad or not lively. Her lineage is somehow good for my people. And I think I'm a little better looking. So that's why they paired me with her. So she wouldn't be disappointed.
And you are comfortable with this?
I didn't have anybody chosen. And I think I'm doing it for the village or my people. I'm doing it for my people. I think her tribe is healthier, kind of like wealthy. They have more or more established. Ours seems to have lost a bit of hope, maybe. It's smaller than it should be. We should have a bigger group. A bigger... We should have more people.
Has something been happening to your people?
I think many people died in the colder season. More than what's normal. I think we lost a lot of people. maybe I think that if I marry her, they'll accept my people into her tribe. They'll take them in. That's feels like we're going to join them. I don't know completely, maybe on the outskirts. I think it's the only way we survive is joining with another tribe.
Tell me what's happening now.
I'm married. I don't think we went to a tent. I think we married and people were packing. We're ready to go. We're on horses. We're riding next to each other. And my people have packed. We're going to join their tribe. I don't think they're gonna welcome us all the way. They're going to make sure we're okay. We have some kind of lineage to them, perhaps branched off and now coming back. But it's been a while, so I don't know that we're ready to completely mix.
And are you excited to start this new journey with your wife?
I'm not sure because it's very new. She's and her people are from a much larger tribe than we ever were. But we do have a lineage to them. But we've developed differently. They are a lot more colorful. They even seem happier. She holds her back very straight. She's proud. We're on nice horses. Not everybody has horses.
Do you have to travel very far?
It feels like not a full moon, like a half moon, like not a whole moon to get to her place, but many days.
And are you getting to know her during your travel?
I think she's truly meant to be respected. And I think I have been given a great honor to be joined with her, more than I think I'm worth. I think my people just chose me because I'm bigger. I'm strong. I'm one of the best ones they had to present to her. I think it is truly raising my status. I don't think she's the chief's daughter, but she's very important. She's in the tents where near the chief. Her family's important too. I don't think we have had time alone.
And so what are you doing now?
We're going into her. I'm riding the horse beside her into her village. We're coming up on the nicer teepees, the chiefs, and there's a few very nice ones around. She belongs in one of the nice ones. She is special.
And do you follow her to her tent?
I feel like I need to be very respectful to her. Now helping her off the horse. Yes, we'll go into the tent.
Tell me what you notice.
A nice fire. A very established tent. It's got more than I think anything I've seen before. It's beautiful feathers. Beautiful skins. I think her family has prepared this tent for us. It will be ours. It's very nice. Nothing I ever thought that I would be in. I don't know if my elders have had anything this nice.
So what are you both doing now that you're in your tent?
We're looking at each other. She had a nice head ornament. She's taking that off. She has long hair, a beautiful face. I think I'm very large, tall. I'm looking down at her, and still, but she's taller than most women. I think this is a good match physically for strong, healthy children.
And do you speak to one another?
I'm waiting for her. I don't know what to say. She feels so important and special. I still am not quite sure why. I think she has some kind of gifts. I think it might be medicines. There's a lot of pots around, and they look kind of organized. I think she needs this bigger place because she has all these pots. I think she is their medicine woman, but not like the shaman. She does medicines. She knows her medicines and her plants. And that's why she's very important. And she's not the first. She has grandmothers. It is in her blood. I am in awe that I get to be with her. Because my children will carry her magic, her medicine. They will be of her essence. I somehow don't feel real important except for I'm bigger. And I just think I chose to be appealing to her. We are together to have children.
And does she speak, finally?
I don't know if we speak completely the same language. She's gesturing to things instead of speaking. Oh, I don't think she talks. She's showing me things. She's putting some kind of herbs together. Wants me to sit down. This herbs she's rubbing on my hands. She pushes back my shirt and up my arms. I'm not sure. They don't smell bad. She is different. I don't know if she can talk. She's just pointing to things.
Do you speak?
I feel so unsure to talk to her. I know my body is okay for her, but I don't know if she'll like me. If I'm important enough for her, if I can say the right things.
And so what's happening now?
I think this is supposed to be a wedding night, but she has a pallet made for me and she sleeps on the other side of the fire, or she is laying down, but she has a mat for me and for her on the other side of the fire. I think she has to do this too, and she's cautious. I think I know I will be good to her because I have to respect her. I don't know if I will be good enough for her.
And so do you lay down separately from each other?
Yes.
And what do you notice now?
I'm curious. She won't be like a young girl. She's too smart. It won't be like the young girls smiling at me. I have to be like that to her, or I'm going to be like that to her. She seems to have such a presence that I must be very respectful. I have to let her make the moves, and I know that's not expected of men, but there's something about her that I know. I don't treat her like you would a young girl. She's not old, but she's older.
And so do you both fall asleep?
Yes. And I'm just wondering.
What are you wondering?
If I'll be good enough for her.
When you wake up, what do you notice?
She's friendly, but she doesn't talk. She gestures. She appears to be caring. She wants to make sure I'm okay. She's doing things she thinks will please me as far as caregiving.
And what is she doing?
She's made food. She sets it with me. She brings me a few of the things around the tent, and she wants to show them to me. Some are medicines, and she's pointing to areas on the body. She sprang some dried flowers and smiled and put them to her nose and to me.
Do they smell good?
They still have some smell in them. I think we're going to mostly stay in here today. I think we're expected to be a couple, but we're going to take it very slow. She's nice, and I need to be respectful. And I know she's important, and she's going to be important.
And so what do you end up doing for most of your day with her?
I think she's trying to move closer. And I will too. We know we're supposed to do. She does feel beautiful. A beautiful spirit.
Do you end up speaking to her?
Yes, but she just doesn't answer. I don't think she talks.
Can she hear you?
Yes, she can hear me. She can hear me. Our language isn't exactly the same, but there are words that are close enough. It's not real different. Just some. So we do understand each other.
And does it feel comfortable?
It's getting that way. I think we're just taking it slow, but we'll be okay. I think her movements and her actions are very loving. It will be okay. She doesn't talk. It will be an honor to have children with her. And my children will be important because of our union. More important than I ever would have been in my own tribe if I had not joined with her.
Well, I want you to begin drifting and floating within this life to an important day in the life that you are viewing, and you are drifting there now, and you are there now. Begin explaining to me what you notice on this important day that you are viewing.
Outside, amongst the village, it's been a few years. My people are part of the tribe now. The energy is a little busy. A lot of people outside of their teepees.
And what does the energy feel like?
I think this is going to be a gathering. It's a bigger one, and I think this tribe is hosting it. I think it's a time of games and skill. There's going to be competition, but it's a good gathering.
Are you excited?
Yes. I have a son, and he's going to compete.
How old is he?
He feels like 13. I'm proud of him. He runs very fast. He's a archer. He's very good. He's very good at it.
And is there anyone there with you, watching him?
His mother now. She's proud too. I think he's my only son. I feel like there's 3 girls. They're like their mother. They'll follow their mother. This boy will learn from me. And I'll do right by him.
And have you gotten closer with your wife as time has gone by?
Oh yes, yes,
Have you gotten to know her?
yes. She's beautiful, beautiful person.
Do you enjoy being around each other?
Yes, she doesn't talk. But her eyes are expressive. Her gestures are expressive. She's a good mother. She's teaching our oldest daughter she goes to other TVs and takes medicine, and my oldest daughter goes with her. She's learning. But my son was the first. He's the oldest. I think we want to try again for another boy, because I have given her 3 girls that will learn medicine from her. I've done right by her, but I think she wants to give me another boy. I'm proud of her and my girls. Everybody knows her and respects her, and I have gained respect by just being with her. My boy does have a talent. He is so fast. He gets there first and uses his arrow, and I can be proud of him. But her also, and my girls, they're not just going to be silly girls, they're going to be important girls. They're important, and I have, because I've been with her, become respected. My people who joined also look at me different now with her.
Is that a good thing?
Yes, it is.
They look up to you?
Yes, I was perhaps a silly, not smart young man, but I have learned so much with her. She teaches me too, and I can help her when she needs me to.
And you help her with her medicine?
Sometimes she needs my strength, and she takes me with her. But I know some things because I've been with her for a long time. I know some of the medicines, and I have worked with her, and I know what she wants me to do. This is not normal for men, but I still hunt, and I still do what I am supposed to. But by being with her, I am different. It is a different kind of respect than being just a hunter.
Why is it not normal for men?
Because most men are hunting the arrows and go out often with the hunting groups. I do sometimes, but she has taught me so much that I am valuable to her and what she does for the village. and it has turned into an honor and respect from others to be with her. My girls will be important like her. My boy will be a hunter. I am blessed. I am very fortunate.
Is there anything else important that you notice?
It seems that she has prepared mixes and combinations for the other tribes to take home with them, even coming to receive what she can give them or make them. She has a beauty or a magic or energy that she puts in the medicines, and it makes hers. They work very well. Her medicines work very well. She has a talent, but she has a connection with spirit that is very beautiful. Not everyone has that connection with spirit. And it goes into what she creates, and you can feel it. And that's why hers seem to be sought after.
And what does that magic feel like?
Good. When she prepares something, it feels good. I think people feel her goodness in what she prepares. She has a lot for this gathering. She has made a lot of clay pots with medicines. I've helped. Even my son will help. He wants to be like the other boys and hunt, and he's good. But even he helps his mother. We all help her. But she puts the final touches on it. She is very respected. Part of the reason they are even coming to this gathering is because of her.
She is widely known.
Yes. I believe she will even have other tribes travel distance for her remedies.
Well, I want you to begin drifting and floating to the last day in this life that you are viewing, to your last day in this life. And you are there now. And I want you to begin telling me the first thing that you notice.
My hair is gray. It's long. And I'm laying on my mat. My wife is here. She is older. She's caring for me, putting something in my mouth, and she smiles.
And how do you feel?
Oh, my body feels tired, old, tired.
Is there anyone else there with you?
Right now it's my wife, but I know my children are close.
And what else do you notice?
She's all that I need. I care for my children. But her face is what I want to see as my last image. Oh,
And you won't feel any discomfort as you take that last breath. I want you to tell me what you notice.
She's laid down next to me, next to my body, but I'm floating above. I'm floating above it. I can look back at them. They're an old couple, but they love each other. She has him in her arms.
And as you look back on that life, what was the purpose of that life as you look down upon it?
Things were different for me as a man married to a woman like her. If I had not, I don't think it would have been as meaningful. She was so amazing, and her gifts were beautiful. I respected her so much, I was willing to take a different path than most men for her. And I was supposed to have children with her, and I did. And we made a difference in that tribe. Strong, healthy children that carry her magic, her gift.
And you're happy with how that life progressed?
Yes, but I did not do the normal things like the other men, because I would do anything for her. I showed a different side of myself for her. It was good.
And as you look around, what do you notice?
I feel like I'm floating farther and farther away from her.
Is there anyone there with you?
God, as I float up, it feels dark.
What else are you noticing?
I feel like I'm floating to the stars.
Tell me more about that.
I think I'm just observing, but I think I want to go somewhere I don't know yet. I feel like I'm floating towards a planet.
Tell me more about this planet.
I think it's a planet, but it's glowing. It's round. It's glowing. As I get closer, it's so huge.
And what do you feel as you get closer?
I don't feel like it's exactly a planet. It's like an energy. And it's big. And I want to go to it.
Well, as you do, just tell me what you notice.
I feel like I'm going through a barrier. And I'm inside now.
What do you notice around you?
I feel like there's other forms, living forms. They seem to be busy, and I feel like I'm supposed to just join them.
So what do you decide to do?
I'm just supposed to join them.
And do you join them?
Yes. Hey. As I'm supposed to be here, it's like I'm coming back to some place. And it doesn't feel like I've been gone a long time. I feel like they're familiar.
Well, what are you doing as you're joining them?
You're kind of floating. I think we can touch, communicate. We got inside here, it glows a nice white light, but our bodies are more darker yellow. I don't know why, but it seems like our skin or covering is kind of bumpy, like ridges or lines.
As you look down at your feet, what do you notice?
Oh, they're very small. They're small. They're yellow. Arms are thin. This pattern goes around my body. I don't see any clothing. Exactly. The ridges might be clothing.
What does it feel like when you touch it?
I think it's a suit. It's a suit. I think my body is really skinny. The suit is protection. Oh, I think we're talking in our minds. There's so much beautiful wisdom here, and I'm sharing my experience.
What do you notice as you share your experience?
It's like it's accumulated knowledge. And I think some of them have been other places. Not just Earth. They've been other places. And we are sharing knowledge.
And what are they sharing with you?
I'm getting to hear what they did, where they went. Things are so different in so many places. It's like gathering of storytellers. It's exciting.
And what do their stories sound like?
Oh, their planets are interesting too. They were in other planets. It's all so exciting. So much to learn.
Are their planets very different from Earth?
They say so.
And do they speak like humans do?
We're talking in our mind. But it's like families, or like your siblings or your cousins, and everybody's getting together and everybody's telling their story. And there's so much information that we can bring, and everything's so different in different places.
And what else are you picking up on?
Our heads are round. Our bodies are really skinny. Maybe even a little gray. But this is a yellow suit. We wear it. I think it protects us. But we float. And we're like floating in this big circle. Like a gathering. And we're just all talking about it. Like we're all coming back together. But it almost feels like we're all coming back together at the same time. Like we went out for a time and now we're here. All together.
And what does it feel like you call yourselves?
I don't know, but we love to learn. And we're excited we're going to get to do it again.
And are you planning your next trip out?
think we go somewhere and we're getting assigned. I think this time I might get to go someplace else. Earth was nice, but I think we get to go to different places, but we don't know until we get our assignment.
Well, tell me about your next assignment.
I know one of the others talked about it. They liked it, so it might be fun. I am going to incarnate in a different form. But I think I get to come back here and be this again in the yellow suit.
Tell me how that works.
I feel like we're lining up to get our assignment, to know where we're going. And I got mine, and I get to go. I think I remember someone saying this planet has a lot of kind of bubbly, floaty feeling. I'm going to experience, I think, movement different. There's something about bubbles or spheres and floating. I still have a body, but it's going to be different. And it's something about floating.
Does it look similar to a human?
I don't think so. I don't know that I can see it. It feels like it's in a suit, but I'm not sure if the suit is the being.
Well, when you get your assignment, what does it have on there for a name?
I don't feel a name, I feel a sound. Like an H. The sound. I think this planet has a lot to do with floating and air. The feeling of floating and air.
And what's the purpose of going there this time?
I am going to interact, but it's a feeling of weightlessness. But I think my thoughts can direct me. I don't know if I'm in a suit or if that is me. I'm in a suit. My body's not the skinny little gray body. My form feels like it needs the suit, or I might float away. It has something to teach me about lightness.
Tell me more about that lesson.
It seems like it's a planet of beautiful lights. Perhaps it's lights, energy. The lights are beautiful, and as you move around, you interact with different colors. You're feeling the colors, feeling the energies of the colors.
And when you finish that experience of that planet, what happens then?
I think I go back to that white sphere, and when I get inside, I'm wearing that yellow suit, and we talk about it. I think that planet was a gift. It's like I think the planet was healing somehow for my soul, the lights and the colors, and it just felt nice to move around in all the different colors.
And why would you go there for healing? What does it heal?
It's like it freshens up my soul. It feels like it gives you a renewal. Like you somehow start fresh before you get back in line again. But that one was special because there really was healing in all that light.
And so what do you do now?
I feel like it was kind of a planet that felt like a reset, like fresh, like new, like alive. Oh,
And you feel wonderful.
yeah, and maybe I can do Earth again.
Is that what you decide?
I think so. I think that helped me be lighter and clear something. And now I'm ready to do Earth again. That one's harder.
And so what does your assignment say now?
I'm going to be born in a place. There's lots of rocks. I think like cliffs.
And what is the point of this assignment you were looking at?
I think this time I'm learning. I'm going to live in an area with rocks, cliffs, caves. I'm going to learn something about stones. I'm going to go in the caves. Not yet I gotta grow into it. But I'm born in an area where I can learn about the densities of earth, the beauty in the densities of earth. I'm going to be one with climbing around on rocks and cliffs, and I'm going to play in the caves, and I'm going to learn about the stones.
Why are you learning about the stones?
They have different energies. And I'm going to know them. I'm going to feel them. Because I grew up in this area, and I am going to be sensitive to them. I'm going to learn about their properties.
And what does that do for you when you learn that?
I'm going to learn how to work with these stones and how to share that knowledge so we know how to use these resources. But I'm going to be born there so that I truly know them, and I'm going to understand them, and I'm going to share that knowledge.
Share it with your people?
No, not this time. A lot of my people already know this. We're going to go farther. We're sharing it in a bigger way.
And how is that?
We're going to teach about them. We'll be able to feel them and know what they're for. We're going to teach about them.
And who do you teach?
I feel like I'm going to move out of the mountains down into the villages.
And you will teach them what you know?
But I think I'm going to write. I'm going to teach what I know, but it goes out farther. I write. This information goes out, but it's from those like me that grow up in places like that will teach. It's teaching about the earth. But there's value in the energy inside the gems, the stones. And it's meant to be taught and relearned and how to use. It'll be for the good.
And what do you end up naming your book?
I feel like I know. I can feel the energy of the stones. I try to describe the different energies of the stones. Like I can feel it when I touch it move through my body, and I try to explain that. I don't know, except for it's about the energy of the stones. It's what they're transmuting. And I'm going to learn how to feel it. I'm going to know how to feel it. And I'm going to know how to translate it.
And what do you feel your name is in this life with the rocks?
I don't know. But a beautiful wave of blue just crossed my path.
And what else do you notice?
I haven't got started on that one yet. I just know what the assignment is.
Is there anyone there you can talk to before you begin your assignment?
I don't think this one is for the regular group. I think I have to ask somebody who's older or more wise.
When you ask them, what do they say?
I've elevated in knowledge, and I'm ready for an assignment like this. I will be learning, but I will also be gifted some knowings, and I will expand upon it, and I will help the people on the planet as they begin to understand, and I teach them how to feel some of it. It's growth. It's growth with the earth that we are living on. It's needed. It actually helps us step up a bit more into our galactic community by knowing about our stones. Learning how to feel them and connect to them will grow more. Humans will grow more.
And how do the humans tap into those stones?
I think I'm going to be able to show them how. Some will be more sensitive. I think more are going to be more sensitive. But by knowing the stones, our planet can work with them. We can work with them more. We can understand the life in them. We can understand what to do with them. But we need the teachers. I'm going to be able to teach.
Well, as you're looking at that life, we are going to drift away from that life. We are drifting and floating away from that place, leaving them there to continue on their journey, finding peace, finding what they are supposed to find. And we are leaving them there to continue on their journey. May I speak to Yvonne's higher self?
I don't know.
Well, I want you to begin dropping down into the body. Dropping down into the body, feeling for any blocks within the physical body, and it will begin to light up. And as it does, I want you to tell me what you notice. What do you notice? Tell me the very first thing that you feel or see.
Feel like it's gotten darker, heavier.
You will not feel any discomfort as you tell me what you notice.
I don't feel my body too much. It feels floating.
And is there any lights or colors that you begin to notice?
It seems to have gotten darker.
Well, I want you to then drift back to that life you were viewing. That life on the planet in the suit. And you will begin drifting back easily and smoothly, dropping back down into that body, back down into that body. And as you do, I want you to begin to tell me what you notice.
I like it's a kind of gaseous body. When I dropped in, it felt like falling into a pool and the water splashing up and then back down again, and then I was in it.
What do you notice around you?
just feels kind of heavy.
Why does it feel heavy?
Floating one way is different than this. The gas, I think it's floating, but it feels heavier. And the body is a gas, just body inside the suit.
So the body is gas?
Yes, but the suit helps it stay contained.
Well, I want you to go in this place until you find someone higher that you can speak to. And as you do, tell me what you begin to notice. Do you find someone to speak to?
I think so. They have form.
I want you to ask them if it is okay that we ask some questions about one of the incarnations that you have looked at.
Not sure.
What do they say?
I don't know. My body feels like it's vibrating.
What's happening around you?
Feel like the suit with your essence in it. It's gotten heavier and denser, and like it's being pulled closer to the grounding, the density of the planet, the gas. Body just feels heavier.
Well, I'm asking a guide to come in, and as that presence begins to fill the space, I want you to tell me what you notice.
There might be a person, human. female.
And do you recognize her?
No.
I want you to ask her who she is to you. What does she say?
I think I don't know. She's seems to be in jeans. And I think she is a personal guide. Her name might be Jennifer.
She might be what?
I think her name is Jennifer.
Is Jennifer?
She is a personal guide. To me.
Who is she to you?
A personal guide to me.
I want you to ask her why she came forward when we called upon a guide.
I think because she's close to me.
Is she helping you within this incarnation on Earth?
Yes. My body is tingling and vibrating all over.
I want you to ask her why you're feeling that tingling all over.
I think she was balancing something.
She's balancing?
Yes, she's balancing something in me.
What is she balancing?
I don't know, but I felt lit up all over from my shoulders down.
Well, you can ask her here, and you will be able to understand. What is she doing?
I think she's just saying you're meant to be here now.
I want you to ask her, what is the contract between this incarnation and Mike? What is the connection between the two of you?
That feels Heavy. She teaches me something.
What does she teach you?
Patience.
What is she doing?
She seems like she stepped out of like an elevator.
And what is she doing?
I think she's wanting me to walk with her.
Well, I want you to walk with her and tell me what you notice.
Oh. Walking down a darker hallway. It's got concrete sides. It feels like there's a density there.
What else are you noticing?
She says she's always there. She's one of my younger guides.
She's one of your young guides?
Younger guides. She likes joy, happiness.
And what is she showing you?
I come out of that tunnel. A little drone. I guess a little drone.
What are you seeing?
She handed me a little drone. And says she likes it when I smile and am in a good mood. See, the drone will watch fun things. Smile. I don't know.
Ask her why she gave this to you.
another piece of the puzzle. It'll lead me somewhere. It'll be fun. I'm not sure of the meaning.
Can she give you a better understanding?
I don't know, maybe getting out with the drone will lead me somewhere else.
In waking life or in this place?
In waking life.
Can you ask her to clarify any details about that?
I'm taking it out. Into the forest. Images will lead somewhere else. I didn't take pictures. And it'll take me somewhere.
Can you ask her about your connection with your higher self? Ask her why you have a difficult time connecting in this manner.
I think I've made some kind of agreement.
What kind of agreement?
I think it's something over in my head on the left side. I think I have blocked myself a bit.
And can she give you advice or information to assist with clearing this block?
I don't think so.
Can she call someone in who is able to assist?
She said I'll find it.
And as she looks, and time passes, and she comes back with that information, or with that person, being, Tell me what you notice.
I don't know.
Does she come back?
She never leaves.
Ask her, does she find that information?
I'm supposed to find it.
And how are you supposed to find it?
I think going out into nature more.
Does she agree with this?
Yeah, I think so.
And how will you find that connection by going out in nature more?
I think the drone will lead me places.
Does she mean a real drone?
I think so.
Can you ask her if that's what she means?
Yes.
And what else can she tell you about this?
I think I'll see some images on some pictures that will lead to more exploring.
And this will help with your connection with your higher self?
It'll lead me somewhere.
Why have you blocked that connection with your higher self?
I think I'm supposed to explore different ways.
Different ways of what?
Doing things. Experiences.
And what will that do for you?
I'll grow.
Will that grow your connection to your higher self?
I think so.
What does she have to tell you about that?
I think I'm supposed to learn the hard way.
What do you mean by that?
Learn the many different ways to connect.
Is that why you're in this work?
Exploring and sharing.
Is that part of your agreement?
I think so.
Well, I want to ask her if she can tell you more about your left eye.
I think there's a block there. I think there's something there.
Well, as you focus in on that block, begin to tell me what you notice.
I think there's I feel pressure. I think there's something behind the eye.
I want you to ask Jennifer here about that pressure. Ask her what is causing that pressure.
I think it's there. To block
What is it blocking?
some kind of communication.
Can it be removed at this time?
I think so. It's flashed white, purple, triangle 2 times.
Well, I'm asking Jennifer now to assist in this removal of this block. And as that energy begins to work on that block behind your left eye, you may notice as it begins shifting, calling in the archangels to assist with this removal as it begins to dissolve, being removed from the body, removed from the body. And as it's removed from the body, what do you begin to notice?
I think it feels a little lighter.
What was causing that block?
I think it's something placed there.
Is it gone?
I think they're going to keep working on it.
I want to ask them to completely remove and release all of the block if it is safe to do so at this time.
I think it'll be done.
Perfect. And I want you to ask her if it's okay to tell you about the throat. And if she can tell you what's going on with your throat at this time. What does she tell you?
I feel like it needs sun. Warmth.
And why does it need that?
I think it needs to burn something away.
Well, I'm going to say that in this space, you will begin to feel the warmth of the sun as that glow gets brighter and brighter, feeling that warmth of the sun. And when you go out in the sun and step outside, you will feel that sun burn away what no longer serves you, whatever is affecting you at this place within your throat. What do you notice?
I think yes. I think that will help.
And does Jennifer agree that it will help?
Yes. She shook her head yes.
I want to ask her, does it assist if we use the sun in this manner during the session before you walk outside? Does it make a difference?
I'm feeling it's bright.
Does it help to use it first in this session before walking outside?
I think I'm feeling brightness in my throat.
And is it finished?
I think the sun will continue to help.
Good. I want you to ask her about your energy and getting started on the house. Can she tell you why you're not able to get started?
It's direction. Don't know what direction I'm in or going in.
Can she tell you how you can find your direction? What does she say?
I think I need to read a book.
What kind of book?
I know which book.
What book is that?
It's channeling.
And who is it by?
I know the book.
And why do you need to read that?
Because there's a message there. It's been waiting for me for a long time.
And you will know which direction to go in if you read this book.
Yes.
And as that releases, what else do you begin to notice?
I feel like I'm going to be able to breathe.
And the body feels better.
It's feeling better.
And I want to ask Jennifer to assist with any pains or any fatigue within the body. Is she able to assist with that?
I feel like she wants to hand it over to somebody else.
What does that mean?
I feel like she turned to the right and she's looking up.
And what do you notice?
She was wearing blue and jeans, and now it's like she's bathed in red. Whatever she's wearing is red, and there's pink behind her. She's facing my right and looking up.
Does someone else come in?
I think she wants someone else to come in.
And as they do, who is it that steps in?
I don't see him.
Do you feel any shifts?
Yeah, it seemed to get a little darker.
I want you to ask her if this is for your benefit for someone else to come in.
Yes.
And who is it that is stepping in?
It feels masculine.
I want you to ask if they are for your highest good.
There's a lot of growth in that direction.
Tell me more.
The growth is worth the journey.
I want you to ask her who stepped in.
It's masculine.
And are they for your highest good?
The growth is for the highest good.
The highest good of you?
I think she's nodded. She didn't say yes. She just nodded.
And she is sure that this is for your best and highest good?
She nodded again.
want you to notice that masculine presence and tell me what you notice.
At first it felt darker. And now it's feeling warm.
And what is he doing?
The path is protected.
What does he mean by that?
The path's protected.
Your path?
My path is protected, even if it's a little difficult.
And how is it protected?
He'll protect it.
And why does he do that?
He's big. He feels. She feels like she's introducing him as a new guide. But he's like somehow like a big lumberjack. And he's protecting me.
Why is he protecting you?
Or shielding.
What is he shielding you from?
No one's going to be able to hurt me. I can go. I can live life more fun, more adventure. He'll keep me protected.
And why is he taking on this role?
Because it's time to begin to adventure, to experience.
And can he assist you with your physical body so that you will have more energy and less fatigue as you're moving through this next phase?
I think so.
And how will he do that?
Because he's energy. He's strong energy.
And can he assist the body so that it will no longer be tired and aching?
He says yes.
And how does he do that now?
He's just beginning to work with me. Jennifer will always be there.
And why did he decide to come in now?
Because I need strength.
And he will assist you with that.
He is strength.
Did you call in this assistance, or did he know?
I think Jennifer did.
Did she call him in during this session?
Yes.
Or was he here before?
Mm-mm. He wasn't here before.
And can we ask him if he is here to assist with your highest path forward?
I think he just said it's the only path forward.
And why is that?
Because I need to start living.
And you haven't done that before now?
I've been small.
Is that what you wanted when you came in to this life?
I came in small. I came in hiding.
But you're ready to change that now?
I think I've had enough of it.
Can he show you or assist you with building that strength? Building yourself up bigger?
He said yes.
Can he also assist with the animals so that they get along better at this time?
He said yes because he belongs in nature. He's big. He makes me think of a lumberjack.
And he will help you when you're out in nature?
He said I'm protected.
Can he assist you with your connection to your higher self as well?
He said we'll get there.
Is there anything else they want to tell you while you're in this space?
Jennifer's staying always, she said.
And you can call upon her anytime you need. And you can call upon the other guide when you need strength. Does he have a name that he wants you to call him by so he knows?
I think he just said Bill.
And he is okay with that?
Yeah. Bill.
And is there anything he wants to tell you at this time?
He's gonna start working with me. He can work with Jennifer.
Well, I want to tell him thank you for taking the time to assist today. And I ask that they or Jennifer send energy to assist the body as this has been a very long session, and I know the body will appreciate any assistance, any energy flowing through it. Do you feel that at this time?
It feels good.
Good. 9:10, wide awake and feeling wonderful all over.
Wow.
How do you feel?
All right.
That was about 3 hours.
No way.
Yes.
Not the session.
Yes.
How? It don't feel like that.
How long does it feel?
You gotta be kidding me. It didn't even feel like an hour.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
I've never had anybody go past 2.
I normally wouldn't, but it seemed very important.